I know it's been a while. This is South Coast Cage or Page, and this is Patio Perspective. Uh, the last time we got together, I had uploaded video. I had the book club, Dr. Phil, Nevin, all that stuff. So it's been a while. It has been a while. But, you know, the title, Life Events Will Put Things in Perspective. Uh, First off, hopefully everything, you can hear me. I'm out here on the patio as always. Uh, got a little breeze going on. Got one of them fronts going on. So I mean, it's crazy out here. But anyway, so purpose of this video, couple of it's, I don't want to say one fold, two fold, three fold, four, whatever. But it's been a very interesting week. Uh, Earlier in the week, I lost an uncle, and then I just found out probably about 30 minutes ago, a guy that I had worked with, good guy, 45 years old. Uh, I liked the kid. He was a good kid. He kind of got, well, he passed away, 45 years old. And that really hit me. And then, the last, what's it been, couple of months since we last spoke? Oh, I kind of started thinking about the channel, South Coast Cane Show. And since it's the off season, and I'm not going to get on there and uh, say the same things everybody else is. No disrespect. That's just not what I do. It's spring. It's off season. Everybody's right. Everybody's wrong. But I started thinking, because I always self-criticize or whatever, self-evaluate. What can I do to be better? What can me and my channel, what can I do to offer the best? And I've been thinking, and I thought about it this morning. And, the last time we spoke, I gave my opinions, and it was no disrespect to anybody. I just gave my opinions. And as I was reflecting, I thought about, since, this time last year we were doing Rise of the Fall series. Okay, great series. I enjoyed it very much. Yeah, I know I need to shave. But, I was thinking from February of last year until, the Pop Tart Bowl debacle, that things on the channel, the way I was allowing the channel to go, the direction that the channel was going was, what's up, Rivera, that I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm going to say it, that I fell into the trap that I tried to avoid. I found that I was more worried about making everybody happy so nobody was unhappy. That's what I feel. And the grassroots of this channel was, we're just sitting around the table talking, the patio table, the picnic, whatever. I use the analogy of, we got some good music playing, we got some, cold drinks in the cup, barbecue pit, everything. What's up, IMAX? Oh, everything's good. But unfortunately, I felt like I did a disservice to the channel and to those who subscribe, follow, whatever. And I got to the point to where, I felt like that I was more worried about making everybody happy. I didn't want to make anybody upset. And I kind of skewed away from what this channel is about. Oh, must be old dude down the road. He's proud of his motor. But here's the thing. Okay. The opinions that I gave, I stand by. Okay. I stand by what I've said. Uh, it is not an attack. It was not an insult. It was just my opinion. Okay. And if for whatever reason, if may have upset people, I do apologize. That was not my intention. But here's the thing. I can't do this. Okay, I can't do this worried about making this person happy, that person happy, those people happy, that person. I can't do that. I'm not trying to upset anybody. Okay? I'm not I'm not going to act in a way that is completely contradictory or a perverted. No, that's a bad word. That can like, yeah, no. Scratch that. I can only be who I am. Okay, I'm going to give my opinion. That just because, if I disagree, I disagree. It's nothing. IMAX. I'm gonna pick on you because you're here. If IMAX says something and I don't agree, it's okay. But again, that's neither here nor there, because we kind of got into some situations late in the season, but that's neither here nor there. But my thing is, going forward, okay. We're still gonna call the bullshit out, okay. I'm not changing who I am, okay. We're still gonna do it. But me personally, I have to have the personal discipline to. I can't worry about anybody's feelings, okay. And again, I'm not out to upset everybody. No, that's not what I'm doing. But I can't change. I'm not going to stop being me. Okay? And the last thing I want to do, the very last thing I want to do is make a lot of good folks upset. The last thing I want to do is have people misconstrue or get the wrong idea about what I say. Okay? That is no. There are a lot of good, very good channels out there, a lot of good creators. They're doing the best they can. They do what they think is right for their channel. Okay? And if, I will never, from here on out, I will never disrespect anybody's channel. I may have opinions, okay? But for those of you who are still with us, okay? And I know y'all probably seen it because I saw it. that, the tide kind of turned to where, I kind of got, and again, I am so ashamed. I'm not proud of it, but I am willing to admit my mistakes, that I fell into the trap of trying to get the subscribers. There it is. I would sit there and okay, who liked it? What were the comments? And that's not what we're about. That's not what I'm about. That's not why I do this. Okay? So, with that being said, I can't right the wrongs. Okay? But going forward, we're going, I'm just, you know what? If we lose people, we lose people. I don't care. I'm not trying to make a living off of this. I'm just giving you my opinion. But of course, I don't want to have no ill will. I don't want to have anybody upset. I don't want to unintentionally upset anybody. But at the end of the day, I can only give my opinion, and trust me, not one thing is personal. Okay? But I've been thinking about it. It's been kind of, since our last video, or my last video that I had with y'all. Apparently, I think some of my thoughts and opinions may have upset some people, and what I may have said may have upset some people. And it's not just that. Okay, I'm not harping on that last video. I'm talking about as the channel progressed. Instead of me trying to do what I do what I enjoy, I started to get unconsciously unaware that I was more worried about what I was saying, how I was saying it, who was I saying it to, how was I saying it to them, and the I don't want to say body count, but the subscription, the like. You know what? I think from here on out, I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to get back to what this is all about, where we just discuss it, give my opinion. If we agree, we agree. If we disagree, we disagree. Okay? And if we disagree, that doesn't mean anything other than we have a difference of opinion. That's it. So, with that being said, I just hope that, whatever I may have done to or said to whomever or what, or, hey, it was just my opinion, nothing personal, and I'm not picking on anybody. This is just a blanket whole season reflection. But I feel starting this 2025 season, football season for Miami, we're just going to, be honest. We're going to call it like we see it. I'm already pissed off about the baseball team. Don't get me started on the baseball team. All right? But we're still going to continue. I got the Rise of the Fall series. I see that the draft is in late this month, so we'll probably look at an early May Rise of the Fall. We'll still continue to have our pregame, postgame discussions, and we'll probably start getting into some regular old live shows where we all talk about, express our feelings. But right now, again, like I said earlier, it's the off season, spring ball. Y'all know how it is. Everybody's right, everybody's wrong. It's we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Oh, I don't want to get into the off-season hype. I don't want to get into the off-season frustration. I'm taking the, you know, the last season or two, I've kind of adopted the cover girl scenario where you got to show me, put it on the field. Anything that doesn't happen on the game day field, I don't care. Okay. And what I mean is, and it's no disrespect to anybody. For the fine folks who are out there doing the spring training updates, the spring training news, that's cool. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But for me personally, I don't care until August 31st. Everything else is just, you know, whipped cream on the sundae. That's all it is to me. And I mean no disrespect to anybody, but in the past, I have gotten worked up, got excited, got hyped about, what could be instead of what was or what is. But everything's good. I'm doing well. Like I said, it's been kind of a rough week, and it's kind of put things in perspectives in conjunction with what I've been thinking about as far as the channel goes and how things have been. So, yeah, I'm still going to recommend the channels. Okay, I'm still gonna, the 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 bottom of the map, Ike in Israel. Go watch them, support them. I know they haven't had anything out in a while, but that's okay. It's the off season. You know, Utah, Devin and Mr. Frank. Go check them out. Great guys. Okay. And even Coach Hayes. You know, go check out Kane's Raw. Concrete 1K. Concrete 1K. What's up, Cuban? Concrete 1K is starting to put some stuff out. Oh, but yeah, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And we're going to get this train back on the tracks. We're going to get back to what made our channel, yes, our channel great. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Oh, I know. I think a lot of it is me. I'm just speaking for me personally. Is when I started doing the Rise of the Fall last year and went through all those seasons, it kind of rekindled the fires of frustration that I've had for 20 something years now. And honestly, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to do it. To compare like the 2024 team to the 86 team. You really can't do it. All right. And what I mean is it's apples and oranges, but it's still food that you have to eat. And what I mean is, it's a whole different ball game now, no pun intended, with NIL and all this good jazz. But it's still the game of football. You still have 11 guys on offense, 11 guys on defense. And the offense has got to score. The defense has got to stop the opposing team. It's the basic rudimentary foundation and fundamentals of football. And with the NIL, yeah. And the players that we have, and we can get into the recruiting classes and Mario, get your head out your ass. And we can get into all that if we want to. But you know what? I want to see the product on the field. Okay? You got all these new coaches on defense. Cool. Fine. Fantastic. You got another new quarterback. Old Carson. You know, chicken wing. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Show me something on the field on game day. Okay? Mirror ball. If you're this great offensive line coach, show us something on game day, sir. That's all I'm saying. Because here's my thing. I don't support coaches. I learned a long time ago. When it comes to Miami, you support the youth. You don't support the coaches. The players come and go, coaches come and go. All right. And I'm about the success of the you, the you on the side of the helmet. All right. I don't give a rat's ass who the coach is. I don't give a rat's ass what player is getting paid NIL. Okay. I don't care who is saying what on their YouTube or TikTok or Facebookers or whatever. All right. Because the thing that wins championships is the play on the field. Okay. So, again, as of right now, all the stuff that's going on, spring training, what's this guy doing, what that guy's doing, the catches that are being made and the plays that are being, cool, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I just, me personally, I don't care. Only thing I care about is game day. All right, all I care about is Miami winning the ACC championship for the first time in 21 years. Okay, let's make some progress here. Okay, but again, to the fine folks who are still, putting out the spring training, those that are putting out the off-season content. Hey, bro, I got nothing but respect for you. I watch them. I haven't given up. But again, we're gonna get back to what I tell you what we're going to since Cuban's here. We're going to make South Coast Cane's show great again. How about that? Look, Cuban, if you're still here, I've been checking out that Twitter with the little dialogue going on between you and I think what you call a MAGA Shad. Anyway, but I guess what I'm getting at is all this stuff, all this stuff that's going on, all the difference of opinions that we have vis-a-vis Miami football, baseball, basketball, is Ant the greatest NBA player? Stuff like that. Life will get your mind right. Life will put things in perspective. Okay? And again, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. My opinions, my thoughts. Oh, I agree with you, Max. MJ, baby. But then again, that's just, Anyway, if anything I have said, or if any of my opinions have upset anybody, You know, my opinions are not formulated to piss people off. I don't come up with my opinions to, okay, they said this, I'm going to say, no. I just give my opinions, okay? And it's not a personal attack on anybody, you know? Okay, case in point, like Cuban Kane. Cuban Kane gets a little excited, you know? He may say some things that I don't agree with, but that's the beauty of being humans. We're not going to agree with each other, but that's okay. I still respect it, you know? IMAX, same thing with you, young man. Chris Kane, Shad, yes, even Shad. There's things that I don't agree with Shad, but that, you know what? It's like Coach Hayes said, you know, I may drink Coke, but you may drink Pepsi. You know, Cuban may drink Fanta. Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You know, but I will say this. I will say this. If if anybody is still, you know, if they're that upset with me, okay, fine. You know, I have the utmost respect. Believe it or not, I have respect for everybody who does the YouTube content. I do have respect for those who take time out of their life to have the videos and have the shows. I really do. Even if I don't disagree, it doesn't matter. I still respect them. Okay. Ellen V. Want a Fanta? Yeah, but oh, yeah, it's, you know, and again, it is what it is, you know, and even as simple as, you know, this past season, we had and the best way I can describe it, you had the pro Mario, anti Mario crowd. Basically, that's about the simplistic way I can say it. Okay. Now, I do believe that the the pro Mario crowd they just want to see Miami successful. The anti Miami crowd want to see Miami successful. So, in a nutshell, it is what it is. But I will say this. I will say this, and you can, again, if this upsets anybody, it upsets you. But it's my opinion. Year four. We are in year four of the Mario regime. Okay? If something doesn't happen, I don't care. I don't care what the excuses are. I don't want to hear anything about, you know, well, we have you know, a transfer quarterback had a bad elbow. I don't care. I don't want to hear about, well, we got a first time defensive coordinator. I don't care. Well, we have a first time defensive back of coach. We have a first time this, a first time that, a second time. I don't care. Because I know pretty soon, the talk of the town is going to be, what's your record prediction based on the schedule? You know it's coming. And I'm going to tell you right now, last season I adopted this philosophy, and this season I continue this philosophy. Win the ACC. Okay? Win the ACC. Move on to bigger and better things. Anything less than an ACC championship, it's a failure. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to see Miami win the whole kit and caboodle. Yes, I do. But let's crawl before we walk. Let's win the ACC. And I can tell you right now, if Miami does not win the ACC, tough choices and decisions have to be made. I don't care. I don't care who's on the field. I don't care who transferred out. I don't care whose recruits are on the field. I don't care. I don't care. Miami must win the ACC championship in football this year for me to say it's a successful season. My opinion. Now, if anybody differs, cool. Fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, if you want to say, well, Miami's going to go 8-5, if you want to sit there and say they're going to go 12 and up, cool. Fantastic. But ACC championship. But I don't know. I don't know. They had their best chance yet last year, but the defense. But we're not going to rehash that right now. We'll rehash that in a few weeks. Okay, once we get through this draft and we find out who's going where, we'll rehash the 2024 season. And I can tell you right now, it is not going to be pretty. It's going to be about as pretty as the baseball season's going right now. But anyway, other than that, I just wanted to say that. I know it's been a while. Not mad at anybody, not upset with anybody. Life is going good other than, life events this week. But I just wanted to get on here and let y'all know that we're going to get this train back on the tracks. We're going to get back to the grassroots of why this channel was made. And we're going to have some fun. Okay? But, and if Cuba, if you're still there, sorry about them Marlins. How about them Mets? Now, in all fairness, the Mets are playing a 3-game series with the Blue Jays right now. Then they have the Marlins at Citi Field. So maybe y'all can win another one. I don't know. But anyway, as long as them Braves stay 0-7, I'm happy. Anyway, so that's really all I got. Hope y'all having a good week. Hopefully, that's right. Today's Friday. Today is Friday, isn't it? Yeah. So, hopefully you had a good week. Hope you have a good weekend. For those of y'all in the path of all these storms, or if anybody's been affected by these storms, I hope everything goes well. But other than that, that's really about it. So, y'all just find something to bide your time during the off season. We're going to catch you next time. Y'all know how we do it. Peace, love, and soul. Go Canes. We're going to catch y'all next time. Bye. Whoops. There it is. Nope. One more time. There we go.